A professional looking finish on a DIY project is easy. You can even do it in one layer instead of several. Imagine this. You spend weeks on a piece, sanding it down, oil it, and apply 6 layers of polyurethane, only to find this. Or one of these. Or maybe even a weird spot like this that didn't cure right or something. I mean, why does this even happen? If this seems familiar, then you're in luck, because we've found a product that is so easy to apply, it's foolproof. And to prove it, we even found ourselves a fool. Hi. In this video, we're going to introduce you to the easiest wood finish, show you why it's better than other finishes, saves you time, and walk you through its simple application process. We've packed this video with details and knowledge that even a brand new DIYer can produce a professional looking finish on your next project. So get ready to make something amazing.
Hi friends! Firstly, you might be asking yourself, where did you even get that tree slab? Well, trees always have a story to tell. Picture this. You're sitting in your kitchen and wham! A tree branch fell right outside your window. This tree is dead and falling apart. So it's time to go.
I can do that myself.
Hi, we need somebody to cut down a tree for us. We believe in repurposing and reusing what we can. So now we're making one of these cookies into a coffee table.
Cookie?
No pups, not that kind of cookie.
Aww.
After a few years of drying and prep, our cookie is ready for finishing. So let us show you how we can apply the easiest wood finish to make it look perfect and live on as a unique piece of furniture. Now, what would make a wood finish easier than others? One foolproof layer. Yep, imagine only having to apply a finish one time instead of applying a pre-stain, then a stain, then multiple layers of a top coat, stopping to sand and remove the dust between every layer. Ugh, that just takes forever and it's so hard to get perfect. Also, not worrying about dust and dog hair getting stuck in that gel-like polyurethane substance. It literally can be touched immediately after being applied and dust and hair will blow right off. This one-layer miracle is Rubio Monocoat. Rubio Monocoat is a hard wax oil, and that means that it's oil-based and gets applied just like an oil would. Then it cures over several days to form a protective hard wax layer. This layer leaves your piece still feeling soft to the touch, and it gives it this beautiful matte finish. No hard plasticky feeling surfaces with this product. Rubio Monocoat also comes in a wide selection of colors. We love the way the black turned out on the sapelli of our modern bed frame, and the castle brown looks amazing on the alder of our wall-mounted headboard. We even compared 7 different colors on 6 different species to understand how wood type changes how each wood finish looks in the end. Another amazing benefit is that Rubio Monocoat is committed to 0% VOCs. The VOCs are damaging to our environment and our health. If you've ever had a headache or irritated eyes after painting or staining, then you know how damaging these can be. And on top of that, Rubio is committed to minimizing its climate impact, so they plant a tree and offer free shipping with every order when you support them directly by ordering off their website. Rubio is not a sponsor of this channel, but we receive a small affiliate commission if you place an order after following our link, and that helps us support our channel. We have used this product for years now. We really believe in it, and it will save you a ton of time.
Speaking of saving you time, let's talk about prep work. When we finished this table in our dining room, it was a time-consuming process. First, we sanded it to 80, 120, 180, and 220 grit, and then we applied our mixture of mineral spirits and boiled linseed oil. We waited for that to dry, vacuumed off all the hair and dust, then applied our first coat of polyurethane. Then, we waited for that to dry. After that, we sanded lightly at 320 grit and removed all the dust and hair again and applied another coat of poly. Sanded out any brush marks, strips, bumps, hair, etc. and repeated and repeated and repeated. It took us 6 coats, and this table still isn't perfect. It has small imperfections that bug us every day. Let's compare that to Rubio's Oil Plus 2C wood finish. The bare minimum you have to do is sand 80 grit, followed by 120 grit, and clean off the excess dust. Then you just apply 1 coat.
Yeah, that's seriously it. But, because there's always a but, right? There is just a little bit more that you can do to enhance the wood grain, if you want to.
It starts the same with step 1, sanding the piece to 80 grit. With a good orbital sander and some good quality sandpaper, this will already feel pretty smooth. Then, just as before, we're going to blow or vacuum off the dust. But here's the one extra step. We're going to water pop the wood. It's simply spraying clean water between sanding grits. This water popping opens up the wood grain to absorb even more of the finish and enhance the natural beauty of the wood. It also shows you any areas that won't absorb the finish evenly and need more sanding. Then the process continues the same way by sanding to 120 grit. You could go up to 150 if you really wanted to, but honestly, who wants to do more sanding? We used to sand our projects to 180 before we realized we could stop at 120 with this wood finish. And like we said, if you're using a good random orbit sander with good sandpaper, 120 will already feel super smooth. Lastly, to get the best depth of color and really open up the grain, vacuum or blow off the piece and then use a cleaner to remove any residual dust. Rubio has their own wood cleaner they recommend, or you can use mineral spirits instead. Just be sure to give the wood at least a day to dry before applying the finish.
That's it, you're done and ready to apply the finish. Couldn't be easier, could it? All right, so maybe the prep work was easy, but surely the application of the wood finish will get complicated, right? Nope. Applying the Rubio is even easier. And to prove it, we're going to show you that literally anybody can do it. To begin applying Rubio Monocoat Oil Plus 2C, all you need is something to spread the oil and something to buff in the oil. To spread the oil, we recommend a plastic or rubber squeegee for flat surfaces, or a paintbrush for more complicated geometry. You just pour the oil on and spread it around just like you would with any oil. Then we need to buff it in. This can be as simple as a cloth or a rag, but if you're going to be doing a large surface, we recommend using a buffer. This one was very affordable and has saved us tons of time over the years. Just flip it on and buff all of the finish around on the piece until it feels dry to the touch. A great part of this finish is that you can't remove too much finish, although you can leave too much on. Just like with stain, if you leave a large wet spot, it might get gummy as it dries. Some wood species will absorb more than others, and end grain will absorb more than long grain. So you may need to come back and resaturate areas in order to ensure you get a good coating. But you can do that immediately, and you don't have to worry about waiting for anything to dry. When the wood won't take any more finish and you've buffed off the excess, then you put it aside to cure and harden.
If you use the 2A component by itself, then the product will fully harden up in about 3 weeks depending on humidity.
I know, 3 weeks. Yup, the chemical process takes some time, but the good thing about this finish is, it doesn't care if you have a dusty shop or not.
Once the finish has been applied, you can stick it in the corner of your shop and let it get covered in fine sanding dust without worrying of messing up the finish. But if you want it to harden up faster, then you'll need to mix 1 part of the 2B hardener per 3 parts of the 2A oil. Once mixed, it becomes 2C, meaning 2 component, and is only usable for up to 6 hours, so try not to mix more than you need.
Then you apply it exactly the same way you would the oil by itself. The difference is that this finish will be at 80% strength after just 2 days and fully cured after 5.
Either way you go will give you the same beautiful matte finish. If you want a slightly glossier finish, then you can add a layer of Rubio's other product, Sheen Plus. Whichever route you take, give it time to cure and then enjoy your beautiful, professionally finished project. I know this looks amazing, but just wait until you feel it. You'll never want to go back to those hard, plasticky finishes again.
Now, you know all about the easiest, best wood finish out there and how to apply it. But do you even have a DIY project to use it on? Check out this next video to see how we used it to create a beautifully finished bed frame. And maybe choose to build it too. Or we have more DIY plans and ideas on our website to help inspire you as well. Now get to watching and making something awesome. Bye, friends!